Today we're taking a look at these NFL matches, which are happening on Sunday, November 7, 2021, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 270 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting advice that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks and advice. Houston Texans vs Miami Dolphins. The Houston Texans are one of the worst defensive teams in the NFL, as they are giving up 30.1 points per game. In their previous game against the Los Angeles Rams, they allowed 38 points on 467 total yards of offense, 302 passing, 165 rushing. The Rams struggled a bit as they went 4 of 11 on third down attempts and failed to convert on fourth down in their only try. If they can figure out how to allow less than 7.1 yards per play, they will be in a greater spot here. This week's tragedy hit inside the organization when second-year wide receiver Henry Ruggs III was involved in a fatal car accident where he allegedly drove over 150 mph while intoxicated. Ruggs survived but is facing felony charges. Following the incident, Raiders quarterback Derek Carr said Henry Ruggs III needs to be loved right now and needs to know he has people in his corner. And if no one else will do it, I'll do it. On the field, the Raiders are averaging 25.7 ppg this season and ranked 9th, racking up 393.3 total yards per game. Carr is 9th in the NFL with a 60.6 QBR, 5th with 2,269 passing yards, and has thrown 12 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. Our first betting advice is to pick Giants +3. New England Patriots vs Carolina Panthers. New England is generating an average of 25.8 points per game, which is 10th best in the NFL. New England is averaging 101.3 yards rushing and 253.4 yards passing per game. Rookie quarterback Mac Jones is completing 68.1% of his passes for 1,997 yards and 9 touchdowns. Jones has been intercepted 6 times and sacked 15 times. Damian Harris has rushed for 517 yards and 6 touchdowns to lead the Patriots on the ground, while Jacoby Myers has caught 45 passes for 427 yards to lead all Patriots receivers. Our first betting advice is to pick New England Patriots -3.5. Speaking of McCaffrey, the dynamic running back was a limited participant in practice this week and could return to the field on Sunday. On injured reserve, while nursing a hamstring injury, McCaffrey has become the poster child for soft tissue injuries in the NFL. Even when McCaffrey returns, don't expect head coach Matt Rule to give his star running back a full workload. According to ESPN, Rule's plan is to split the workload as he did in last week's win versus Atlanta. The Panthers rushed 47 times for 203 yards with no running back receiving more than 23 carries. Our second betting advice is to pick under 43. Quick reminder, BetUS is a platform that offers betting on all major sport and horse racing leagues. It has slots, table games, blackjack, and a variety of other casino games. All of the major US leagues are available for betting, including the NFL, NBA, NHL, MLB, and PGA. In addition, BetUS allows wagers on esports, Olympic events, soccer, cricket, boxing, cycling, and many more competitions. Join BetUS now using our link down below and get 125% cashback bonus on your first deposit on the sportsbook after you open an account and deposit using our link and use our promo code HIGHSTAKES. Buffalo Bills vs Jacksonville Jaguars. Buffalo is first in the NFL in scoring with an average of 32.7 points per game, behind 126.6 yards rushing and 276.3 yards passing per game. The catalyst for all this is Bills quarterback Josh Allen, who has completed 65.4% of his passes for 1,972 yards, with 17 touchdowns and only 3 interceptions. Because of his scrambling ability, Allen has been sacked only 8 times through 7 games. Devin Singletary leads Buffalo in rushing with 339 yards, but has scored only 1 touchdown. Stephen Diggs has 503 yards receiving to lead the Bills and has caught 3 touchdown receptions. Our first betting advice is to pick Jacksonville Jaguars plus 14.5. The near shutout would have been the first of Lawrence's career at any level. The number 1 overall pick has endured a tough rookie season. He's completed fewer than 60% of his passes, 59.6, for 1,703 yards with more interceptions, 9, than touchdowns, 8. As the franchise continues to preach patience, it might be time to start putting the magnifying glass on the Jaguars' starting quarterback. Lawrence has thrown for 1 touchdown or fewer in 6 consecutive games, and his current QBR ranks 29th in the league. On defense, Jacksonville has given up 29.0 points per game and 386 yards of total offense per contest. While the Jaguars rank in the middle of the pack against the run, they have been among the worst teams in the NFL against the pass, allowing 278.1 yards per game through the air, good for the 4th worst mark in the league. Our second betting advice is to pick over 48.5. Atlanta Falcons vs New Orleans Saints. The Atlanta Falcons have been struggling a bit defensively as they are giving up 27.9 points per game. In their previous game against the Carolina Panthers, they allowed 19 points on 332 total yards of offense, 129 passing, 203 rushing. The Falcons need to force special teams guys on the field as they went 10 of 17 on 3rd down attempts. The secondary did well as they limited Carolina to just 5.2 passing yards per attempt. If the defense can step up here, it will do wonders for the Falcons. Our first betting advice is to pick New Orleans Saints -6. The Saints are averaging 25.1 page for the season, but only 29th in total offense, averaging 305.9 yards per game. The Saints were outgained 421 to 361 in total yards against Tampa Bay, but benefited from 2 interceptions, including one that was run back for a touchdown by cornerback P.J. Williams to seal the victory, with 1:24 left in the game. The Saints' defense has been outstanding, holding opponents to 18.3 ppg, the 4th lowest total in the league, and 344.3 total yards, ranking 10th, and allowing 79.4 yards on the ground, the 2nd best defensive mark against the run in the NFL. Collectively, the Falcons are averaging 21.1 ppg this season and rank 23rd with 334 yards of total offense. Defensively, Atlanta is allowing 27.9 ppg and 15th, giving up 358.3 yards per contest. The Falcons have struggled to close out games as they are allowing an NFL worst 11.7 ppg in the 4th quarter this season. The New Orleans Saints have been one of the best defensive teams in the NFL as they are allowing 18.3 points per game. In their previous game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they gave up 27 points on 421 total yards of offense, 350 passing, 71 rushing. The Bucs went 8 of 13 on 3rd down attempts and failed to convert on their only 4th down attempt. The Saints need to stop the run as they allowed Tampa Bay to go 5.1 yards per rush. If the defense can limit the Falcons' rush, they will be in a great position to win. Our second betting advice is to pick under 42.